Hey, what is up, guys? Today we got another one in the Job series coming to you. Sorry that they've been so sporadic and spread out here. Life hits you and you get a little distracted with things. Sorry, I'm moving some Legos across my desk that way I can move my Bible up here. But things start happening, you get busy, you know how it goes. But today we're going to be in Job 6 here, and I'm going to turn back to the start because I've been studying it here. And here we go back to Job after Eliphaz has pretty much accused him that he's been sinning, and that's the reason he's had all these harsh things happen to him, and that's the reason like all his kids has died, his uh, ox and his donkeys and all this have died. It's because he must have had sin in his life, right? Which we know isn't true because we seen the conversation between the devil and God in the beginning of Job, and God allowing the devil to come and touch Job during these times. But here we got Job coming back to Eliphaz again, and then he's still in lament. He's still in grief here. So let's start with verse 1. But Job answered and said, Oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed, and my calamity laid in the balances together. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea, therefore my words are swallowed up. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me, the poison whereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of God do set themselves in array against me. Doth the wild ass bray when he hath grass, or loweth the ox over his fodder? Can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt, or is there any taste in the white of an egg? The things that my soul refused to touch are as my sorrowful meat. So what we got here, especially in verse 5 here, is saying, these animals do, when the donkeys and the ox and stuff have food, do they make noise? Do they whine? Do they complain like Job is now? He doesn't have this food that he's looking for, is what he's trying to say. Oh, that I might have my request, and that God would grant me the thing that I long for. Remember, the thing he said he longed for in the past was to die, was to curse the day he was born, and to allow God to let him to die. So he's saying here again, I just wish God would let me die. Even that it would please God to destroy me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. Then should I yet have comfort. Yea, I would harden myself in sorrow. Let him not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. What is my strength? Then I should hope. And what is mine end? That I should prolong my life. Is my strength the strength of stones, or is my flesh of brass? Is not my help in me, and is wisdom driven quite from me? To him that is afflicted, pity should be showed from his friend, but he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. My brethren have dealt deceitfully as a brook, and as the stream of a brooks they pass away, which are blackish by reason of the ice, and wherein the snow is hid. What time they wax warm, they vanish. When it is hot, they are consumed out of their place. What he's saying here is his friends, he seems like his friends, his brethren here, they are like a brook. And, if you have a full river and you have a full stream that's going and going and going, when it gets hot, nothing's going to happen to that river. It's still going to flow. If it gets cold, that river is still going to flow. But it's more like a brook. Because when the cold times come, they're going to freeze up. When the hot times come, they're going to evaporate and vanish away. And they're not going to be there for him through it all. The paths of their way are turned aside. They go to nothing and perish. The troops of Tema looked. The companies of Sheba waited for them. They were confounded because they had hoped. They came thither and were ashamed. For now ye are no thing. Ye see my casting down and are afraid. Did I say, Bring unto me, or give a reward for me for your substance, or deliver me from the enemy's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the mighty? Teach me, and I will hold my tongue, and cause me to understand wherein I have erred. So what he's saying is, all these sins that you're accusing me of, show me these sins. Show me these accusations. What's to back up your accusation against me here? How forcible are right words, but what doth your arguing reprove? Do ye imagine to reprove words in the speeches of one that is desperate, which are as wind? Yea, ye overwhelm the fatherless, and ye dig a pit for your friend. Now therefore be content, look upon me, for it is evident unto you if I lie. Return, I pray you, let it not be iniquity. Yea, return again, my righteousness is in it. Is there iniquity in my tongue? Cannot my taste discern perverse things? So what he's saying here is, can you not realize that I'm being truthful to you? Can you not realize that it wasn't me? Like, and I feel like he almost probably said this with a little bit of sarcasm. It's like, show me the way I've sinned. Show me the backing up of what you think for these accusations that you're throwing against me. And the main point I wanted to get to tonight is we shouldn't be accusing people. When we accuse people, that may make their grieving worse. That may make the situation that they're in worse. And I don't mean accusing as in saying, "Oh, you're going to hell. Ooh, ooh, you did this bad thing." No, I mean accusing as in when somebody's going through something, we say, "Oh, have you tried this instead? Oh, have you not tried to do this? Oh, I bet you haven't done this. Oh, I bet the reason you're feeling this way is because of blah 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 blah." When we set these accusations about what people are doing, I guess I should say assumptions rather than accusations here. But when we have these assumptions about people, that does nothing but bring doubt, bring fear, and bring grief. And what does Jesus teach? And that's love, mercy, and kindness. That's three completely different things that we got there. And so when we assume or we accuse and we do all these things to other people, are we really showing the love of Christ to other people? That's just the thought I had for Job 6. It gets a little bit more as we go into here, a little bit more. I'll try to get to chapter 7 sometime within this week if God doesn't give me something else to do in between Job here like he did last time. I'll have number 7 out by the end of this week. Thank you guys. Bye.